Hello, agents, and welcome to the 24th episode of the Ingress Insights podcast, hosted by myself, PkmnTrainerJ. This is a podcast all about the Niantic game Ingress, where you can get latest news, rumours, updates, and general discussions about Ingress. This week is pretty light on news. We expect to have a bit more with the Q2 announcements coming out, but that's not yet happened. But there are still a few bits to go through. So first of all, I'll start talking about the Cryptic Memories bonus week, which was announced at the start of Cryptic Memories and has already begun. As I've mentioned on a few previous podcasts, is bonus week this week for Cryptic Memories. So that started on Friday the 22nd of March at 5 PM UTC, and it ends on Monday the 1st of April 2024 at 5 PM UTC. So at the moment, all actions will yield 1.331 times AP, and any hacks done on friendly portals will yield 1.331 times amount of gear. This is available for all agents, regardless of Resistance or Enlightened. There's not yet been an announcement officially from Niantic saying Enlightened win, here's any kind of bonuses or anything like that. There are a few conventions that have been going on, so I believe a lot of the Niantic team are at GDC, the Game Developers Conference, so that may be why there's been a bit of a delay there in doing any further announcements during Q2 events. Those aren't up yet, but hopefully they'll be shortly to come. So get out there, enjoy the extra bonuses, and make sure you do hacks on friendly portals and build up AP. And then I'll just move on to talk about what might happen on Tuesday for that. For a little while now, every Tuesday on Ingress, we've had 2S Day. So I made a little podcast about that back in the early start of this. And that's where you get extra AP. So you get 2 times the AP for any actions taken between 4 PM and 9 PM local time. And people are wondering whether the bonus from Cryptic Memories bonus week of times 1.331 will stack with the times 2 AP multiplier. In the past it has and it hasn't, depending on the event. So the Resistance Global News Network Telegram have put details up in their feed to say that their confidential, reliable source from Niantic has confirmed that it will stack. So you'll get the double AP bonus and then the 1.331 times on top of that. And then you could also double that up by using an Apex. So you could get a lot of AP during Tuesday the 26th, I want to say. Yes, Tuesday the 26th, between 4 PM and 9 PM local time. You should be able to go out and get quite a lot of AP if all these stack up together. So I encourage you to go out and do that. I'll give it a go myself and try and get that last push towards level 16. I'm nearly there, so it won't take me too long, I don't think. But it's good to know that it sounds like it will stack. We've not had any public confirmation from Niantic on that. As I mentioned, they're probably all busy at GDC at the moment, unfortunately. But we will get more as the time goes on. And then just want to talk about an update for a new reminder that's been added to the Ingress app as well. On the 17th of March, the Ingress team added a new push notification to the app. So you'll now get a streak reminder. So it wasn't in the release notes, so people have been trying to work out how it goes. I've had a few reminders, generally at 1 AM, 2 AM, to remind me to do my hack and keep the hack streak going. So that's what it's for at the moment, either the Sojourner streak or the daily hack streak. It will just remind you to hack once a day. So we do have quite a few push notifications now. So in addition to that, you've got push notification if you get mentioned in comm, if a portal you own is under attack, any recruiting and faction activity, any news stories, any events, offers and updates, and then finally, as I said, the streak reminders. So it's useful if you forget to hack. I've got a few portals close by, so I don't generally forget unless I'm away on holidays and like that. I might forget then, but my Sojourner's doing pretty well at the moment. But I think this is another thing, like with the daily task, to try and encourage an increase in daily active users, getting new people to play. So I think it's a good idea, something that's going to help out generally for Ingress. So you should see it in your settings. It's already on by default, so if you don't need it, you can go and untick the box, and then you just won't receive that. So if you don't need it, make sure you do uncheck the box, and then you won't be pestered by constant reminders to hack. So that's pretty much all from that one. So I'm going to move on now and just talk about an Ingress team tweet. On the 22nd of March, the Ingress Twitter account, or X account, however you want to say that now, they put up a picture of Brian Rose, John Hankey, and Masa Kawashima, and they noted that yesterday, at Brian Rose, at John Hankey, at Mask303, visited Cupidspan and chatted about anomalies. Masa mentioned agents were surprised when Jarvis emerged from the portal bald. Japanese agents explained it's because we weren't able to get all the Jarvis shards to Cupidspan, so maybe his hair was one of the missing shards. And they include a bold person emoji and the Ingress and Roland Jarvis hashtags. So I don't know if that portends to anything that will be coming up. People have been trying to obviously guess at the identity of the redacted person who will have their faction alignment changed as part of the result of cryptic memories, but we don't yet know who that is, as mentioned. But who knows, it could just be a fun little post, could mean absolutely nothing, but I just want to mention it on here because it's a bit rare to see a picture of all three of those on there, and it's nice to see Cupidspan. It's well known in the Niantic and Ingress community, so I just want to mention it on here in case it goes into anything further. And then I'll move on now to just talk about the Q2 events that we do know will be coming up for April, even though we don't have a schedule as yet. As I mentioned, even though we don't yet have Q2 events available, we can predict the ones that we always know will come up. So in April, obviously every month we have first Saturday, so that would be the 6th of April. And every month we also have second Sunday, so that would be the 14th of April. So with that, we don't know whether there'll be any more events than that. Sometimes we are just left with first Saturday, second Sunday, that's it. Last time when we didn't have any on the ground XM anomalies, as we don't in April, we got a global op. So whether we'll have a buried memories global op is yet to be seen. We may also get changes to second Sunday that keep being mentioned. Obviously at the minute it's do 6 unique missions, but it has been hinted at for some time that that's going to change. And now that we have agent ops and the daily task system back, it may be something that they look to do. But as I said, nothing's yet known. It's probably going to drop at some point after this podcast releases and after I've finished recording, in which case I'll mention it in next week's show. But I'm going to move us on now to the next section too. With the push notification being added recently for doing hack, I thought it made sense to talk about the Epoch medal, which is essentially the hack streak medal, which got added to Ingress in April 2021. So this is a medal similar to Sojourner, however you don't have to keep it constantly going. So the announcement at the time read that agents can now earn bonus items and AP through hacking portals every day, with an even larger bonus for hacking 7 days in a row. After hacking for 7 days in a row, your hack streak resets and you begin working towards a new hack streak. If hack is missed or skipped by 1 day, the count will reset back to day 1, and the hack streak must be started from the beginning. Hacking via DroneNet will not count towards the hack streak. For the first 6 days, any first portal you hack in a day will have a bonus of plus 500 AP and 2 times output of hacked items. When you hack portals for 7 days in a row, you will earn a bonus of plus 500 AP and 3 times output of hacked items on the 7th day. Your first hack each day will display a toast message indicating the hack streak status. Note that a day is defined as a day of the week, so 00 midnight to 11:59:59 in your local time. For example, if you hack a portal any time on Tuesday local time, you'll be eligible for the next daily bonus on Wednesday at 12 AM local time. With the launch of Hackstreak, we are also adding a new achievement medal, Epoch, available in 5 tiers. The Epoch medal will contribute to level up requirements. The medal will increment by 1 for each completed 7-day streak. Each Hackstreak cycle does not need to be consecutive. To help illustrate, when you complete a full Hackstreak cycle in the first week, your Epoch medal will increase by 1. You can either work towards your second Hackstreak cycle the very next day, or skip a day or more, and then start the second cycle. Both will increase by 1 when the second full Hackstreak cycle is completed. So for this, the initial bronze medal is 2 full Hackstreak cycles. For silver you need to do 4. For gold you need to do 8. Platinum is 30 full Hackstreak cycles, and Onyx is 60 full Hackstreak cycles. And obviously from there, if you do 120 plus and you're recursed, you'll get wings on that badge. And the Hackstreak AP and item bonuses can be set with other multipliers such as Glyphing, Apex and Fracker. It doesn't mention it here, but Overclock as well. And completed Hackstreaks will be added to the streak section of the agent stats. Current Hackstreak will be added under the streak section of Now, indicating progress on your current Hackstreak. So that was the announcement back in 2021 on the forums. As mentioned, it's something that keeps people playing and keeps them as daily active users coming back, pressing the buttons and engaging with the game more, which is the kind of aim of it. They want to encourage a little bit of FOMO to say, oh, I can get this badge, but then it's also not quite the level of Sojourner. If you miss a day, you can always pick up and start a new hack streak, whereas if you miss a hack with Sojourner, you're back to absolutely 0 when you may have kept it running for a year or longer. But I think it's a decent badge myself. It's one that I've got on Onyx with wings because I do generally remember to hack. Like I said, I only missed a couple of times. I don't think I've missed since this badge has come in, but I enjoy this medal and I think it's a good one that's easy for people to use for leveling up as well. When you get to like level 8 and you need to get badges for more leveling, Hackstreak is one that you could easily get a high level badge over for just playing a few days in a row and making sure you do that hack. And the extra AP and output always help, so you can always do your glyph hacks and get even more stuff as mentioned, or do overclock hacks and get tons of stuff. I'd imagine for 7 days with a fracker with overclock would get you quite a lot of items. I've not yet tried that myself because I kind of suck at overclock, but I will give it a go at some point. But that's about it from me for this episode, so I'll move on and get things wrapped up. Thank you, agents, for listening to this episode of the Ingress Insights podcast. We have been a little light on news this week, but hopefully we'll have more next week to come. If you'd like to follow us, you can do that on Instagram or Threads under the name Ingress.Insights. And obviously it helps if you connect with the show by doing the polls, rating the show, and doing any bits on there, leaving any comments. There are messages for leaving us a voice note if there's something you want to say about Ingress to the masses. You can absolutely do that via this podcast. If you want to be on the show for a future episode, please do contact me via the social media channels and let me know. But hopefully, as I said, we have a bit more news next week and get a few more details on Buried Memories and what's going to be happening with Q2 and possibly any changes to Second Sunday. But that's all from me for this week, so hope you all have a great Sunday and get out there and do all your hacks with that extra bit of bonus from the Cryptic Memories bonus week. I'll see you all again soon.